Hi, this is Courtney with Inside Out with Courtney, and this week's 2-minute message is overcoming procrastination. I would know about this because sometimes, unfortunately, I can procrastinate. And unfortunately, this is not a good thing because in God's eyes, it can be a bad thing, which is slowfulness. We don't want to be slowful servants, we want to be profitable servants. So, with that being said, we need to make sure that when we have assignments, when God gives us an assignment, or when our authority gives us an assignment, or our husbands give us something that we need to do, then we need to be obedient. God hates disobedience, and so He says obedience is better than sacrifice. So we need to obey. We need to obey our authority. We need to obey our leaders. We need to obey our bosses. We need to obey our husbands. Amen. As long as they're not causing us to sin, then we need to go ahead and just do that, because we really don't know what God is trying to do in us, through us, for His kingdom, to do whatever needs to be done, even on that job, whatever the case may be, as a servant. Because again, the whole thing is for us to be servants, right? So procrastination is not a good thing. It's putting off what we need to do today for tomorrow. And we don't need to do that, because what happens is it stays on us. It just continually weighs on our mind. It weighs on our back, and it just the load gets heavy, and we're like wondering why is this still here? Why is this here? Because it's still on the to-do list. You have not done it. But what I've learned through John Bevere, he's an awesome preacher, awesome teacher, Bible teacher. And one thing he said, I loved what he taught in this principle in one of his books. He said, immediately obey. Obey. Just immediately do it. In so many words, do it when you're first told, or put it on the list and get it done. Because if not, again, you're going to begin to procrastinate, and most importantly, you're going to become slowful, and that's becoming lazy. I know you don't want to admit it. We don't want to admit that, but we are constantly putting off and putting off and putting off, and then before you know it, bam, it's there. It's there. It's in our face. And now we have to deal with it, or we've missed that deadline, or we feel horrible, or the condemnation just begins to come on you, and you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't get that done. So instead of going through all of that, just say, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to get it out the way. I'm going to knock it out of the park. And that way I can move on to the next thing. So in procrastination, because again, the root cause of that is slowfulness. So we need to get it together. Amen. Thank you so much for joining me on this week's 2-minute message. I hope this has helped you be about your business. Amen. Don't forget to visit InsideOutWithCourtney.org. God bless.